So number one tip is don't use online wills. And I repeat, don't use online wills. And the problem with online wills is that, first of all, they use disingenuous language or non-legal language all throughout the will. For example, they have a preamble about, the shahada, etc. And as we know, there's certain states and certain counties in America that don't like Islam, unfortunately. And there's a possibility that if we start using Islamic words and phrases within our will, that certain states and counties may throw out our will. Number two is a lot of these online wills, they have a very general phrase that says that distribute my assets according to Islam, or the Sharia Mawarid schedule. And the problem with that is, number one, that we're leaving the interpretation of Sharia to the judge or to our executor. Whereas if we have a customized will, we can actually address those points and have those fractions laid out in our will. The other reason to avoid these online wills is that when we say very generally that the Sharia Mawarid schedule should be followed, we're actually giving standing to a whole bunch of people. Not only our siblings, our parents, our children, but we're also giving standing to our cousins, second cousins, faraway aunts and uncles to come back and say that this will is not correct, that I'm owed a certain amount of money. But if we have a customized will, we can name those people whose those shares should go to. The other point I'd like to make, or the other tip I'd like to give, is to make sure that we use the state law to make our wills enforceable. So the wills that we find online, they're very general and they don't account for individual states and individual state laws. So we want to make sure that our will is executed according to state laws. And for example, here in Illinois, you need to have 2 witnesses for your will to be enforceable. Other states may require 1 or 3, or they may require a notary or a self-proving affidavit. So only an attorney who practices in that state can make sure that your will is enforceable. That's all I have for you today, inshallah. Feel free to contact me or any Muslim attorney to have your will done. This is definitely a necessity for Muslims living in America, especially for us who want our assets distributed to Islam. Allah has given us so much. Let's make sure that we pass that on to the next generation. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.